Being a famous person usually comes with one of two things: crazy love from your fans or a strong dislike from the general public. And by virtue of their worldwide fame, when footballers get any of these two emotions, it's usually very extreme. A lot of footballers are loved and idolised all over the world, but today we want to look at the most hated of them all. Here are the 7 most hated footballers in the world of football. Number 1. Emmy Martinez. The 2022 World Cup Golden Glove winner is not exactly a fan favourite outside of Argentina. While he has proven numerous times to be the king of spot kicks, he has also proven to be the king of shithousery, and we saw that quite a number of times in Qatar. One of his favourite things to do during a shootout that annoys fans so much is when he picks up the ball, acts like he's going to give it to the opposing player, but throws it away at the last second and makes them go fetch. He did this against Berghaus in the quarter-final, and then against Tchouaméni in the final, and they both missed. To make matters worse, he did this little dance after both players missed their penalties. Many fans think that the mature thing to do is to always respect your opponents regardless of the scoreline. So doing what could be interpreted as a mocking dance when the shootout is not even over really gets under a lot of people's skins. But what really makes people hate the Aston Villa shot stopper right now is what he did during Argentina's victory parade. He carried a baby doll around with a picture of Mbappe's face with the aim of mocking the France number 10. When pictures and videos of that hit social media, it got many people incensed, and they were not just France supporters. Many called Emmy unlikable, while some labelled him a sore winner. The king of shithousery might just be the most hated footballer in the world right now. If he is, then he's probably taking the crown from this next guy. Number 2. Harry Maguire. From the moment Maguire's move from Leicester to United was finalised, the centre-back has been under immense pressure. He was made the most expensive defender in the world, and that came with insane expectations. Expectations the Englishman was just not able to live up to. He put up so many bad performances that United fans slowly began to really hate him. They blamed him for their woes, and he was basically the scapegoat of the team. It didn't help at all that he was named club captain in 2020 after Ashley Young left. The hate for Maguire grew when the fans found out that he'd be leading their club. And then, in August of 2020, Maguire got into trouble with the police in Greece and was even later convicted. It felt like he could just not stay out of the tabloids. The hate for Maguire spread beyond Manchester to the whole of England, and he quickly became an object of ridicule in the footballing universe, even being used as a bad example in the Ghanaian parliament. Sadly, some overzealous fanatics took the hate completely overboard earlier this year when a bomb threat was sent to Maguire. The police even had to be involved and his home was swept for devices. Number 3. Luis Suarez. Suarez is one guy who has gotten hate from almost all parts of the world throughout his career. Since the 2010 World Cup, Ghanaians and a large population of Africans have hated him for his 120th minute handball on the touchline, which basically cost the Black Stars a place in the semi-final in South Africa. Although Suarez was sent off and a penalty was awarded to Ghana, the Africans still didn't forgive him. They carried that grudge in their hearts until the 2022 World Cup, when both teams met again. And you could see how much he was hated in that game, because towards the end, the Ghanaians were no longer interested in winning. They just wanted to make sure that Uruguay didn't get another goal, so Suarez would crash out in the group stage. And if it meant that they would crash out too, then so be it. The Italians also probably still hate Suarez for biting Chiellini at the 2014 World Cup. Chelsea fans probably still hate him for biting Ivanovic in the Premier League. The French, and black people in general, hate him for his racist remarks towards Evra, and many football fans hate him because of his incessant diving and stamping. Really, nobody is Suarez's friend. Okay, maybe except Messi. Number 4. Sergio Ramos. Ramos is another person who doesn't exactly care what you think about him, provided he's helping his team win. Messi once cursed him out on the pitch for trying to provoke him by throwing the ball at him during one of those heated Clasico games. Now, they're teammates. Pretty crazy, right? Egyptians and Liverpool fans all over the world surely haven't still forgotten Ramos for what he did to Salah at the 2018 Champions League final. And the fact that he got away with that without even a caution immediately made him persona non grata in Egypt. Generally, the myriads of red cards Ramos has amassed in his career should be enough to tell you that he's not exactly a lovable character. Not sure if he's interested in being that though. Number 5. Mario Balotelli. Honestly, this list would have been very incomplete without this guy. Mario Balotelli is the original bad boy of football this century. There are countless stories of why he's a very unlikable character, and how that's hugely affected his career. Talk about when Mourinho begged him not to get himself sent off, and he did that in just a matter of minutes. Or when he threw darts at a youth team player as a prank. Or when he wasted a golden opportunity for Man City to the disgust of Mancini. Or when he denied his daughter for 2 years before a DNA test revealed she was actually his. We could go on and on and on really. There are just so many reasons not to like Balotelli. But we have to say though, that this does not excuse any of the racist chants or remarks that have been thrown towards the Italian over the years. Yes, he might be unlikable or unmanageable as Mourinho said, but it's never an excuse for racism. Number 6. Diego Costa. Diego Costa simply doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He just wants to help his team win, and he'll do that whatever way he can. Sometimes that involves getting under the skin of the opponents, taunting them, or maybe even stamping on them. Little wonder why he's not exactly a favourite outside the clubs he's played for. Back in 2014, when he was still with Chelsea, he reportedly taunted Seamus Coleman for his own goal against the London club. In 2015, he got a 3-match ban for 2 stamping incidents against Liverpool. That same year, he was named the most hated footballer in the world by L'Equipe. And here's how you know Costa is the OG when it comes to the most hated footballers in the world. He is hated in his own home country. When you're hated by your own people, you know there's no saving you. In his prime, he abandoned his country of birth to represent his adoptive country, Spain. Just a matter of months before the World Cup was to be hosted in Brazil in 2014. So nah, the Brazilians surely don't have love for him at all. Speaking of Brazilians, they surely love this next guy, but not many other people do. Number 7. Neymar. Neymar was that wonder kid from Brazil everyone used to enjoy watching on YouTube. But the moment he made a move to Europe in 2013, he started to really gather some ardent haters. And the thing is, different people hate him for different reasons. There are some people who hate him because, according to them, he does too much showboating on the pitch, which they claim is disrespectful to the opponents. Some hate him because they say he's dramatic and dives too much. Remember the 2018 World Cup, don't you? He was turned to a meme all over the internet and was utterly ridiculed all tournament for his theatrics on the ground. Some hate him because, according to them, he hardly ever takes football seriously and is just a waste of talent. Some Barcelona fans hate him for how he left the club. They say he was just chasing the money and he really ruined what could have been a very historic era for the club. It gets worse when you remember that the Neymar transfer triggered a lot of unpleasant events for Barcelona, especially in the subsequent transfer windows. A lot of PSG fans have shown hate for Neymar since he joined in 2017. They've called him a waste of money, they have booed him on the pitch, they have accused him of never showing up when he's really needed, all sorts of things. But if you were to hand out the award for the most hated player in the world of football, who would your winner be? Let us know in the comments.